Good morning. How's everybody? I just came on to do a quick little video. A couple people had asked to show how I made the drawers. This was a freebie that I got from somebody a long time ago, and they had made a video showing how to use the freebie. And I can't figure out who it was. I can't find the digital in my files to see, if maybe it has had the name of the person on there. And it's one of those things where, when you get a digital and you like cut everything out, but you only use some of it. I have a bag full of the extra leftover pieces like that. And so when I was doing the challenge last week, I dug through that bag just looking for ideas when I came across the drawers. So I don't know who it was, but I will continue to try to figure it out because I want them to get credit. Number one, it's their digital. Number two, it was their idea of how to make it. And unfortunately, I can't show you all the way from the beginning because I already had started to make this one when I made my video for the last week. So, but I still thought I would come on and show you. You don't even have to have the freebie in order to do this, okay? You don't have to have the digital to do this. Just go online and find a picture of any set of drawers that you like and want that match your project and your style and your theme and all of that. And you're going to print them out. You can print them out twice, or you can just use a random second piece of cardstock. So for this one, they come two, so I've got it onto each other, but it doesn't matter what your background is. You can have anything back there because you're not going to see it, okay? So you print it out, and you cut up one side, across the top, and down the other side with like an X-Acto knife or something, to where you've got it flap that opens like this for each one of your drawers. And then you take that piece and you glue around the border and across the middle between your drawers, and you just glue it onto any piece of cardstock, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. These were taller. They were 4 drawers, and I cut them in half and glued them onto each other. That's how I did them. But that's why it looks like the drawers behind it, but you're not going to see that. So any cardstock will do. So that leads us to this point here. Now, the next part is making the inner. Now, the original digital actually had, it's like a diamond shape pieces that were any kind of background, but to where you could cut it out. But we can make that ourselves. So you want your piece of paper to be twice the width. So we have the height of our drawer here. You want your piece of paper to be twice the height of the drawer, and then the length of the drawer plus the little diamond shape. So I know that's confusing, but I'll show you. I don't measure anything, guys, so we're just gonna go with this here. So let me just cut this piece out. You see who I've got over here, or I can keep an eye on him. No trouble making. All right. Maybe I'll try to measure for you guys. So it's hard because it doesn't start. So let's see if we... See, it's not exact. I think it's 1 1/4 inches. So that would be 2.5 inches wide. So let's just go ahead and mark that. 2.5 inches wide. Is that right? I would use my cutter. I'm sure most of you have a cutter, so that'll make this a lot easier. My cutter's broken. I don't know if y'all remember, but it broke. So, and then we want it to be as wide as the I don't know exactly how wide. We're just going to add an inch to each side of the drawers. So let's just make it 5 inches wide because I can cut it down. Alright, so let's just cut this piece out. It's okay if I don't cut it out perfectly right now because we will make it work. Alright, and you're going to want the same thing for your second drawer. So let's just go ahead and use this as a guide and cut out a second piece. All right, move our scraps to the side. Oh, sorry. I just flipped our little guy over. All right, so now we're going to have this horizontally going long ways and take the bottom. It doesn't matter how you do it, just fold it in half. All right. We have folded it in half. Now, let's stick it in here and make sure that fits, and it does. It fits in there. And so now, what I do is I just kind of center it. It's about the same amount on each side. And I take my scissors and I start at the bottom corner and cut up to the top corner of the drawer just to make a little diagonal cut like that, okay? Let's do that again on this side. There we go. So now this is our little like diamond type of shape. I don't know what you call that shape, but that's the shape we got. And in her digital, she actually has this shape printed with different backgrounds, and you can just cut the shape out. So now I'm just going to use a ruler and go corner to corner so that we can just fold the edge up. Do the same on this side, corner to corner, and fold our little triangle shape up. I didn't get that one quite right. All right, so we have our little triangles folded in, and now we're going to fold it in half again just to crease those triangles right here. Make sure we're still fitting in. We are hanging out just a little bit on the side, so let's fold one of these up a little more. How's that fit? There we go, that fits better. All right, so now we're going to, we have the fold, like the crease where the fold is kind of going inwards here. So we're going to take that crease and fold it outwards. Do you see that? Going to fold that outwards like that. And we're going to just grab our point of our triangle. And we're going to take the point and we're going to match it up to this top corner over here, which can get a little fiddly. There we go. Okay, so I've got it held there, and then I'm just going to pull this part up and fold it so that it makes creases. Kind of use your nail or whatever to fix that part right there, and then you fold it. So now we've got that. We're going to do the same thing over here. Fold it. Take it from being creased on, tucking in, and do it like that. take the point and match it to our point over here, to our corner over here, and then fold the drawer closed. And it always does this right here. So I just kind of use my nail to fix that. Oh, this was the side that we added that extra crease to shorten it, so it's kind of, those extra little creases there kind of messed it up a little. It doesn't want to fold where we want it to, but we are going to force it to. All right, now we got that. So now this is what we have, and that's our little drawer mechanism. Now we just glue it in. Now I forgot to get out ink. I would go around the edges with ink, so that way when you tuck this in, you don't notice the little bit of white that will stick out around the edge. Do I have... Here's my ink pad that I use. Let's see if there's enough ink left on here to ink this baby up. That's pretty good. We'll go ahead and ink this one too while we're at it. All right. And then you just... I think I learned from her, but I feel like I remember that I glue to the front flap first and then glue to the back. So we're just going to put our glue on. And you could, actually, I apologize. I learned this the hard way last time, so let's open it up and do this. Because you're going to, when you open it, you're going to see all this here. So if you don't want that white to show, open it up and ink that up as well. Tone down that white a little bit. I didn't realize that until after I glued it last time, so it was much harder to get ink on. All right, so now we're just going to refold and fold that in as well. Now we're going to put our glue on. Our glitter glue is really good. You do not need a lot. And then open it up and glue the other side. I'm so sorry. I'm really sleepy, you guys. But I couldn't sleep anymore. Instead of just laying there staring at the wall, I was like, might as well get up and get some things accomplished. And here we go. Here is our first little drawer. I know I was a little fumbly showing, but it is first thing in the morning, and that's why I was saying I'm so sorry. My hands just aren't working as well first thing in the morning. You know, I'm not all the way awake. My body wants to be asleep still, but my brain won't let me. But it really is, you can see, isn't that hard. It's just a little fiddly when you're trying to fold up these sides to make these creases. But overall, it's really easy to do. And you can do this with any drawers you can find online. And any color paper for the inside, whatever matches your style and your theme. So we'll make one more real fast, just in case anybody needed to see that folding part. So we're folding it in half. We're sticking it in here. And using this as a guide to cut our little triangles. going to fold up our little triangle pieces. Fold this in half again. Tuck it in, make sure it's fitting good. And again, I made it a little too big. So let's just fold down one of these sides a little bit more. Let's go ahead and ink the ends up real quick now. There we go. So now we are going to grab it like this. Take our point and match it to our corner over here. And then just fold the side up. Same over here. Grab our point, tuck it up. This is the side that I had to re-crease again. I didn't have that problem the first time around when I made the drawers last week. But I did today. I blame it on the sleepiness. I like to blame everything on something that's out of my control. I blame it on the medicine. I blame it on the sleepiness. There we go. Kind of fix our little corner here. There we go. That's the hardest part, and it's just, and I shouldn't say hard, that's the most fiddly part, is just folding this little part in, and then it's no issue. Let's double check. It is a little bit tall, if you see that right there, so we're just going to cut a little sliver off the top. And we're going to glue it in. And now we're going to put glue on our other side. I'm going to put my pin and my glue. There we go. And there we go. We've got 2 opening drawers that you can tuck all types of cool stuff into. You can use these in your junk journals by gluing 2 sides to make it a tuck, or glue all 3 sides to make a pocket. You can even get fancy with it and come up with ways to like hold the drawers closed. But yeah, nice, simple, easy drawers. Even if we don't have the actual digital, we can still make it. And I hope that you all have a great day. Bye.